Hello and welcome to another painful episode of Backdoor Bookworms. My name is MC. This is my Chip.
Mo,
Apparently it means like a very cute adolescent girl that incites feelings of paternal whatever to.
well, that's extremely accurate.
And we're here to bring you, again, the worst, in fact, fan fiction, and that is a promise because this is literally the worst, from around the internet, brought to life by our prodigious acting.
Ooh.
We are returning once again to Sonic High School by the immortal, the illustrious Dark Doom Firemaster. You've heard it again, I'll say it again. It is the most addictive story online. It is the ultimate Sonic story about high school. Shit has happened in previous episodes.
Yeah.
My days.
Some of which were a year ago, some of which were
Yes.
last week.
Yes.
Well, one of which was last week.
But by popular demand, I could assume that somebody else will post something about it at some point.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, where were we? What happened last time?
Man, what did happen last time?
Well, last time it went a bit meta at the start.
That's very
and
true.
Everyone was like, we need
yeah.
to make sure this is more grounded in high school.
Yes.
And then Shadow said he was going to kill his parents.
He did.
Espio went on wanted to ask Rouge out on a date.
He did indeed.
And Sonic and Tails helped him
They
do
were
that.
his wingmen.
And he grabbed her boobies.
Yeah, but it was okay because they're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
That's the difference. That's what I always get wrong, you see. I'm just always grabbing the boobies and I'm like, not my girlfriend yet, come on.
So we're going to find out, hopefully, if Espio's going to get laid.
Also, Knuckles was a bit of an arsehole, but he wasn't as bad as Shadow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Shadow was like, I'm going to kill my parents. Knuckles was homophobic.
You nerd!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, into it. Chapter 5. Preparations. It was the end of the day at school, and it was time that Sonic and Tails and Knuckles got back on the bus at the bus stop to board it all the way home from school.
I feel like we've come around quite nicely because it starts with them getting on the school bus, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like the first arc.
Yes, this definitely has arcs.
Yeah.
We are on the bus now!
Said Tails.
No more classes!
Tails was happy, but sad because he is smart. He realises the futility of life. He's the only one able to see it.
It's because his parents beat him, so he has to be at school to be safe.
Sonic and Tails sat down together, and Knuckles sat right in the middle of the aisle, which he usually did not do, but sometimes did when not everyone was on the bus. So, previously, Knuckles took up 2 seats on the bus.
He did.
But now he's in the middle of the aisle?
But he's only doing that because not everyone is on the bus, so it's not too crowded, so he can get away with it, I guess.
Yeah, but it's unlike Knuckles to be considerate.
Yes, he's an enigma, isn't he, Knuckles?
The most interesting character of the whole thing.
He's got the most layers.
It looked like Espio and Rouge were not on the bus because they were too busy getting ready to go sex tonight, now that they are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Nice.
Also, I'd like to point out that boyfriend and girlfriend capitalised. The B and F and G and F are both capitalised, which is nice. I guess that's like more official. You know, if you're going out with someone to begin with, it's just lowercase boyfriend, girlfriend.
And then you're going steady for a while and you're like, how about we capitalise the G and the F?
And then if you've been out for a long, long time, you capitalise the entire word and you shout it.
Boyfriend!
Yeah, hi, this is my girlfriend!
We never get to yell that.
Knuckles laid across the aisle, even more stretched out than when he just sat across 2 seats, because now the limits were the Alpha and the Omega.
Whoa!
What? That means. I have descended seats. No, he just levitates in between the 2 seats.
The limits were now Alpha and the Omega. This is some school bus, isn't it?
How can we help Espio? Said Sonic to Tails. Tails responded,
I don't know!
and thought about it on the bus.
He is smart, so he'd have a good think about it,
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
he?
he's sad as well.
Yes. But he's happy as well. And he's at the limits of Alpha Omega.
No, that's just Knuckles. The bus drove bumpy on the bumpful roads all the way home. That sounded like who, Edward Lear or T.S. Eliot? Some poem thing. The bus drove bumpy on the bumpful roads.
Sure.
Some poet.
Yes.
Cunt.
Maybe this is actually them.
Yes, this was unreleased from like 100 years ago.
Dark Doom Firemaster is an acronym of T.S. Eliot.
The bus drove bumpy on the bumpful roads all the way home, And then they all got out of the bus stop that they normally got in the bus at, just like always.
I like the way you started that in a very wistful, poetic kind of way, and then just trailed off at the end when it got weird.
I'm blaming the material, yeah. Sonic ran out of the bus, and then Tails and then Knuckles in order.
Time to go home,
said Tails.
We are almost there.
And they walked the rest of the way to home. When they got home, it was dinner time, and Sonic was at a different home from Tails and Knuckles because they were all in different families, so they did not live together, and Sonic's mum made a dinner.
Vital piece of information there. I was very confused. Like, are they going out together? Do they live in the same house? What is happening?
Sonic's mum made Chinese food, also capitalised. I guess they've been having it for a while.
Nice, well done, that was good.
Sonic's mum made Chinese food, and Sonic ate it, and at the end, there was a fortune cookie, and Sonic broke it open and ate the cookie part, and kept the paper that was inside that held a magical fortune on it. Sonic looked at the fortune, and read it to himself inside of his head.
Oh my god, this is going to be good, isn't it?
It's going to be so good.
What fortune awaits Sonic?
Is it about his gay balls? Could it be about Eggman?
Maybe about the emerald crystals?
Maybe about Espio.
Oh, Chaos crystals, sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chaos Emeralds.
Yes. Oh, I haven't played Sonic in a long time.
The path to glory begins at the base of your friend's penis. He got the same fortune cookie I always get.
And it begins at the base as well. I guess the tip is the peak.
Yeah, very true. You have to work your way up your friend's penis. Said Sonic inside of his head, reading the fortune cookie paper, and he knew it was a good sign for what was about to happen tonight when Espio and Rouge went to sex.
You're right, it was about Espio and
Hell
Rouge.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then the phone ringed.
That was straight out of Tomorrow Jason. That.
Sonic ran to the phone and picked it up and said, "Hello?" into it. It was Tails.
I have an idea,
said Tails on the phone to Sonic, who was listening but not speaking.
I can give Espio my invisibility hat that was for the science competition, and he can use it to do sex for Rogue.
I don't think that winning science competitions helps you get laid.
No, I think he's going to use the invisibility hat to have sex with Rogue.
No, man. Oh,
yeah. You're so innocent.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to rape her.
Oh, I would thought he was going to impress her with a academic.
No, I think Espio is going to be invisible and then put the sex in Rouge.
Let's see.
This is why Tails is so sad. Because he comes up with things like this.
Oh God, why is Tails making the hat?
Oh, this is all
It's
got a
not
lot
to
darker,
win a
hasn't
science
it?
competition. Sonic smiles so wide, like the King of Fire, finding out he burned down New York City with only his fire powers. The King of Fire is also capitalized.
Well, he's the King of Fire, MC.
Wow, and he hates New York.
And he burned it down with only his fire powers.
I mean, it's much more of a malicious thing with the smiling. Before it was smiling like a crocodile having a silly dream.
Yeah.
Now it's smiling like the King of Fire.
That's because his friends have suggested he gives his other friend an invisibility hat so he can put a sex inside someone.
True, very true. Oh,
I feel unclean.
yeah. Sonic and Tails went to Espio's house later, which was not too easy to walk to normally for most people, but Sonic is super fast, so he ran there and helped Tails get there too, seeing as Tails is not as fast as Sonic.
And breathe. That was a long sentence.
They knocked on the house, and Espio came out of the door.
Even that was just slightly off. Like, they didn't knock on the door, they knocked on the house.
True.
And he came
Espio
out of the door.
Yeah.
Here is my invisibility hat that you can use with Rouge tonight to make sex in. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear when you are wearing the hat or when someone who is wearing the hat... Let me try that one again. Here is my invisibility hat that you can use with Rouge tonight to make sex in. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear you when you are wearing the hat or when someone who is wearing the hat wants you to also be impossible to see and impossible to hear.
Screamed Tails, whose voice was a little hoarse from ordering food with a lunch lady whose hearing was lost in an earthquake in her childhood. Oh my God! Amazing world building.
There's so much to unpick here.
Okay, so first of all, are they encourage Espio to be a rapist?
It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear when you're wearing the hat.
When someone who's wearing the hat wants you to also be impossible to see. Oh, okay. I have an alternative theory.
Please tell me.
They're going to bang in Espio or Rouge's house, but they don't want their parents to find out. So this is so they can bang invisibly. Thank God. It's just teenage escapades rather than...
Teenage escapades. Of a different variety. That's good. I feel much better now. Also, I'm not going to do that line again, more hoarse, because doing Tails' voice is tough enough. But the lunch lady whose hearing was lost in an earthquake in her childhood.
I love this story. I genuinely love this story.
Did her hearing fall into the earthquake?
I'm going to assume that there was loud crashing and banging, or maybe some sort of brain damage.
Okay, I prefer my theory.
Okay. Tails had to say the things he wanted so loud, and she would still say,
"What?"
And Tails wondered why she even had ears if she wasn't going to use them. Fucking deaf people. Not using their ears. Have you tried not being deaf?
This is why we have climate change. It's too many deaf people walking around with their ears when they should recycle them and put them back into the environment.
Plenty of starving orphans who love a pair of lunch lady ears. Espio grabbed the invisibility hat from Tails' hand and said,
"Cool, thanks,"
and kept going, so Sonic and Tails left and wished him luck from far away at their own homes.
What?
I guess he's in such a hurry to put his invisibility hat on and make a sex in Rouge that they didn't even have time to say goodbye. So when Sonic and Tails get home to their respective homes, they have a moment. They're like, "Good luck, bro."
Well done. That was very concise.
Thank you.
You're very good at that.
I am Dark Doom Firemaster. Back at home, Sonic thought that it would be good that Espio would get sex into Rouge, so then he could explain it to Sonic, and Sonic would know how to find Amy's sex spots even better, because otherwise he would have to read about it online, because all he knew about was kissing, which really wasn't really sex, but it was probably kind of the same thing. So, I mean, there's more to go on, but I feel we're so
We're going to
shocked.
get away, yeah. Sex spots.
So, yeah.
Just
Sonic,
sex spots.
Sonic hasn't done a sex into...
Well, we kind of said this
Amy?
last week, didn't we? Where we were like,
Yeah.
we kind of theorised that he's just kind of, he's got a bit of front about him, Sonic. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've totally had sex and done all this cool stuff, but...
I thought Sonic was so cool.
Yeah.
I thought they'd definitely done a sex. I'm surprised, to be honest.
He doesn't even know where all the sex spots are. Can you believe it?
Do you
Everyone
think
knows it's
they're
on the elbow.
Do you think they're the same on a whatever Rouge is and the whatever Amy is? What, they're different species. What if their
So like
taints are in
Espio
a different spot? Like on a hedgehog, it's between their eyes.
So Espio will come back and he'll be like, yeah, I rimmed Rouge, right?
Yeah.
And I rimmed her right up her butt crack.
Yeah.
And Sonic's like, yeah, great. And he tries that, but really, where you need to rim Amy is under her chin.
Yes.
Yes. Sex spots.
We should write a sex manual. Sonic would just read about it online before talking about it anyway, and he would know the right words for the things then.
Because sex spots is probably not right. But it is now. That is the only thing I'm going to use from now
Yeah,
on.
baby, touch my sex spot. All of them. All 17.
But this is kind of sweet. Like he wants to learn how to pleasure his girlfriend.
Do you think he does, or is it just that he wants to know where to put his dick?
Both. Maybe he thinks once he knows where to put his dick, that will pleasure her. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It's that easy to please a woman.
Just got to find their taint. Under their chin.
Chin taint.
Sonic sat on a chair that was in front of his Sonic computer and opened up Sonic Instant Messenger and messaged Amy, who was doing the same thing but at her home, and said, "Hey Amy, want to finally become true boyfriend and girlfriend by reaching sex this weekend?" Okay, so the steps are lowercase boyfriend and girlfriend, capitalized boyfriend and girlfriend, true, also capitalized boyfriend and girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
We haven't had all caps yet. I guess maybe that's the step after.
Maybe that's marriage.
Oh, okay.
Then you become a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
Do you, Sonic, take this hedgehog to be your lawfully wedded girlfriend?
Also, they're reaching sex.
Yeah.
They are going to reach sex this weekend.
Is that a word for losing your virginity?
Maybe.
When you reach sex.
Yeah. It's like for reaching for something that's out of touch. And then you hit the sex spot and it's fine.
Sonic waited for a long time at his computer, and it seemed like Amy was not there because she did not respond to anything. Sonic got ghosted. Sonic played games online and beat all the final bosses because he was like an alien sent to Earth to destroy records set by others.
That's cool.
I like how he's not sort of waiting on tenterhooks either. It's like, hey, do you want to fuck?
Yeah.
And then video games. Then finally, Amy responded.
Uh-oh.
What Amy said was,
No way!
Sonic was so shocked, his brain must have felt like a total idiot.
No!
Oh no!
Oh man!
Oh, Sonic! I thought it was going to happen.
So last week we had a really happy ending, didn't we? Because
Yeah.
Espio and Rouge were holding boobies.
Yeah.
And, Sonic was so touched and moved by Espio's, attempts at wooing Rouge that he was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to see if Amy wants to reach sex this weekend.
Yeah.
She said no, not even just a no, I'm
But
not
no
ready.
way.
No way, like never.
Oh man, did not get this at all. She was into him, but she also laughed at his gay penis and balls.
Oh man,
Do you think
Amy
this is
might
it?
be a bitch.
Oh man, I mean, let him down gently.
No way, like capitalised, exclamation mark,
I know.
a wizened Chinese voice.
And she took ages to respond too.
Yeah, so she was, it doesn't sound like she was even thinking about it. It sounds like she was just playing with his emotions.
Oh man.
This gets worse and worse, doesn't it?
And to be fair, earlier we thought that Sonic and Tails were encouraging Espio to rape
Yeah,
Thingy, but we were wrong.
we were wrong, thankfully.
Sonic is more innocent than we realised.
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, he's just an insecure teenage hedgehog
He was definitely over 18.
trying to reach sex.
Oh, with a girlfriend who does not want him. She does not want to capitalise anything.
We've all been there.
She's using like size 4 font when she writes boyfriend
man.
and girlfriend, so you can barely see it.
Wow, what a fucking downer to end that episode on.
This isn't nice, man. We're only going to do one more of these as well.
Oh no!
So I hope we get some sort of like resolution until one other person tells us they'd like us to do more.
And we will do a
And
year
then
later.
we will do, yeah. But this is, I feel dejected.
I feel genuinely sad. Poor Sonic.
Poor Sonic. He's never going to reach sex.
Oh man.
And all those sex bots will go untainted.
Well, guys, tune in next week. And find out. Like, hopefully, Sonic will reach a sex, maybe, or at least maybe Amy will just be a bit kinder. Maybe he'll find someone else.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe he'll find someone who does want to do sex with him, or reach sex with him, I guess, because he hasn't had sex yet.
Do you reach sex and then on subsequent sexes you do sex?
Hopefully, we'll find out next week. In the meantime, if you are enjoying the podcast, there's numerous ways you can come and get in touch. I'd like people to get in touch. It's nice. I like it.
I would like it a
lonely.
lot, and you don't have to say no way either.
But if you come say hello, don't be worried if we don't reply straight away because we're just playing video games online because we are aliens sent from another planet. But yeah, you can find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/HowIRippedOffPodcast.
And we are also, of course, on Twitter at HowIRippedOff.
And you can find our entire back catalogue on SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, and iTunes. And I said SoundCloud, weirdly. SoundCloud. We're
You're on
exclusive on SoundCloud. All right.
The only person on there is not even online yet.
That sounds like something that would be in Sonic High School.
It would be Sonic Cloud. You can find us on
Clued.
Sonic Cloud. And on any of these platforms, if you could take the time to leave us a rating and a review, it would be really, really helpful, and it would help our fragile egos after our hedgehog girlfriend said no way at us when we asked to reach sex with them.
Come leave us a 5-star rating so us too can reach sex.